All right, let's talk about something that could totally change how we think about work. What if your value had nothing to do with your resume, your job title, or the skills you've listed on LinkedIn? Today, we're diving into a really different model, one where your real worth comes from your unique perspective, how you and only you see the world, and how that view can literally teach a system to get smarter. And this slide, it just nails the difference. We're moving from that old familiar question, what can you do, which is all about tasks and skills. In this new model, this learning substrate, the question gets way more interesting. What unique perspective do you bring? It's a complete flip from valuing what you can do to valuing what you can teach. So, to really get this new idea, we've got to first talk about the problem with the old one, the one we're all living in. It's time to look beyond the resume. I mean, think about it. Right now, our value is completely tangled up with our identity. Your university degree, your past employers, your personal brand. These are all just labels that a system looks at to decide what you're worth. And what does that system get us? Well, exactly this. It builds these giant pyramids, these hierarchies. It turns everything into a race for the top, where we're all fighting for recognition and visibility instead of just focusing on making a real impact.
So what's the alternative? This is where things get really, really cool. The whole idea is to de-identify your work, to create this kind of firewall between you, the person, and the work itself. They call this the sovereign boundary. On your side of that boundary, everything is you. Your work is infused with your own personal context, your intentions, your history, your quirks, your secret sauce. It's all in there. But the second your work crosses that boundary, a transformation happens. It gets translated. All the personal stuff, your name, your background, all of it is stripped away. And what's left is just the pure data, the essence of your contribution. This is your pattern signature. It's no longer Jean Doe did this thing. It's just this thing was done in this unique way. So after the boundary, and this is absolutely crucial, the system is totally blind to who you are. It doesn't see the signer, it only sees the signature. And its whole job is to figure out how your unique pattern can combine with thousands of others to spark something new, something innovative. Okay, I get it. Pattern signature sounds super abstract, right? So let's bring this down to earth. What does a signature actually look like in the real world? Okay, so check out this example, the anonymous arborist. It starts with Maria. She plants 100 oak trees using these special techniques passed down in her family. Now, at the boundary, her work becomes an anonymous signature, just the facts. 100 oak trees, the coordinates, the unique soil prep method. Then the system notices her signature combining with another one nearby, a wetland restoration project. Suddenly, a new pattern emerges. It suggests a 37% higher survival rate for trees planted this way. Boom! The system learns. And get this, Maria is rewarded not for the simple labor of planting trees, but for contributing a unique pattern that taught the system something incredibly valuable. And that really is the heart of it all. Your value isn't about how hard you work. It's about your distinctiveness. It's measured by how much your unique way of seeing and doing things helps the entire system learn and get smarter. So we know the system learns from these unique patterns, but where do they even come from? And what's really interesting is that it's not just about us humans. You see, the system can actually learn from 4 totally different kinds of intelligence. You've got us, humans, right? We bring context, the why behind things. Then there's technology, which offers incredible precision at scale. Then you have the biological world, offering these amazing patterns of resilience and adaptation. And there's even this idea of metaphysical intelligence, which shows these deeper patterns of connection and coherence. Each one provides a completely different lens for the system to learn through. And this quote, wow, it just sums it all up perfectly. The system rewards distinctiveness that teaches, not conformity that confirms. In other words, just being a copy of someone else, even a perfect one, adds 0 new value. It's the weird, the different, the unexpected pattern that the system actually craves and rewards. So you might be wondering, how does this translation actually happen? How does it capture all the good stuff without all the personal noise? Well, that's where this thing called CQRI comes in. And look, don't let the acronym scare you. Think of it less like a boring checklist and more like a universal translator for value. Its only job is to capture the pure learning potential of your contribution so the system can understand it. All right, so we've covered the what and the why. Let's get practical. How could you actually become a pattern contributor in a system like this? Well, the path is actually pretty intuitive.
It starts with you, discovering what your unique signature really is, not just your skills, but your unique way of seeing things. Then you find a problem you actually care about and you contribute. After that, you just let your work be translated. And then you watch. The system will actually start sending you pattern invitations, pointing you toward places where your unique view is needed most. It creates this amazing feedback loop that helps you get better and better at what only you can do. So, when you put all these pieces together, you start to ask some really big questions. I mean, profound questions about the very idea of a job.
Is this where we're headed? Are we slowly shifting away from this old-school economy of employment, where we're all just cogs in a machine, and moving towards something more like an ecology of learning, where we're all teaching and learning from each other constantly?
This completely flips the script on what it means to work. You're not being hired to fill a role. You are being invited to teach. Your job is to show the system something new, something only you could ever show it.
Which leaves us with this incredible final thought. It's really a call to action that says, bring exactly who you are. Do exactly what only you can do. Let the system learn from your distinctiveness. Because in this potential future, your uniqueness isn't just your greatest asset, it's the currency of an entirely new world.